road to Sinnoh Event has officially begun, and as you can see right here, we have a whole bunch of Gen 4 starters, but also we got a Carnivine that isn't shiny, sadly. I missed out during LA. And speaking of LA, it is 10 a.m. now, and I only landed here about like an hour or two ago, and I am exhausted. I have not slept at all, hardly. So I'm gonna go inside and take a nap, but before I do that, I do want to show you the timed research here. We do have a Road to Sinnoh raid challenge. This is the free one, but what you have to do is win 8 raids, so I don't know how free that technically is, but you will get yourself a Cresselia, a Darkrai, a Heatran, and an Origin Giratina, which is really cool. But not only that, we do have the paid ones as well, which is the hatch and also the raid one. And luckily, this one's exactly the same. We just have to win 8 raids, but for this one, we have to hatch 6 eggs. And when you complete this, you will get 2 Chatots, 2 Pachirisus, and 2 Carnivine encounters. And I personally recommend not claiming these until the worldwide event when they're back in eggs, because those eggs might be shiny boosted. Though I hatched about 400 plus of them, and I didn't get a single one, but I did get the Chatot from the special research at the actual LA event. So I personally do recommend you not claiming these until the weekend event coming up this weekend, because they might be shiny boosted, and you don't want to waste your shiny luck, possibly. You might as well wait until the weekend for these. But on that note, I'm going inside, and I'm gonna take a nap.
Many hours later.
That nap was desperately needed. I hardly slept at all during the Sinnoh tour in LA. And the flight home, I was able to get a couple Z's in, but I mean, it was definitely a rough weekend, but it was still a fun weekend. Thank you again to everybody who came up and said hi, by the way. I had a fantastic time meeting every single one of you, and you were all really cool, so I really appreciate you coming up. But now we have some 2-kilometer eggs here, and these are part of the Road to Sinnoh eggs. These have the babies in them, and they're all shiny eligible now, minus Mime Jr. That one's not in here for whatever reason, but we can get the shiny Chingling and pretty much everything else. And right now, apparently, every single egg has half-hatch distance on it, so all these 2s become 1-kilometer eggs if you use a normal incubator. If you use a super, it'll probably be a little lower than that even, but what we got here is a Happini. Yeah, if you're missing out on any of these shiny babies or trying to get that brand new shiny Chingling, I highly suggest you going for these eggs, because there's some pretty good hatches in here. Munchlax is also very sought after, so what is this one? A Bidoof. Not everything's amazing, admittedly, in these eggs, but another Bidoof. How about this egg? A Chingling. Very cool. And just for fun, we'll just appraise every single one of them and see if we got ourselves a hundo, but I don't think I saw anything that looked hundo-y. Yeah, nothing. Still hatch a few more of these eggs, but luckily, I'm done with all the shiny babies. I should probably mention that Mime Jr. will be showing up in the 2-kilometer eggs during the weekend for Sinnoh Tour Global. It won't be here during the road up to it, but it will be here for the weekend. So if you want it, good luck. Hopefully you get it. Well, this is a fun shiny to run into. Shiny Cacnea, and I actually need this Gen 3 Pokemon right now because I'm working on the Shiny Shaman Masterwork research, so I kinda actually need to get as many Gen 3s as possible. During the LA tour, we finished Sinnoh, obviously, because they were everywhere, but we got a lot of Gen 1 and 2, but there wasn't as much Gen 3. But as you can see down there, we still have a little while to go, but I feel like we can power this out today, so that's also something I'm gonna try to do. Also, these IVs, pretty good. And for whatever reason, I still have Arlo. Not complaining though, that's really cool. I have no idea what's going on today, but I am not complaining. Shiny Execute, pretty cool. Hopefully it's a decent-ish one. If it turns out to be pretty good, I might hold off until we can evolve it into an Alolan Executor. It's only happened for like a week beforehand, and it would be cool to be able to do it again at some point, so you never know. We could get something good here. This one, not really. Well, as you can clearly tell, it's gotten much later. I've done the Darkrai raid hour today, I've worked on a few other things, including hatching some eggs, and we've also completed page 1 of the Shaman Masterwork, which I'm really happy about. I wanted to get it done today, and I did. And you'll be seeing all of that in future videos, so don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already to see all that goodness. But now it's time, I think, to claim the raid challenge timed research and get our legendaries and mythicals. So the first one is going to be a Cresselia, very cool, unfortunately not shiny. This is actually pretty darn good for the Great League specifically. It's one of the few ones you will ever get that will be able to do that, and hopefully I'll be able to catch it, because as you can see, my inventory isn't the best. It is really, really bad. So, 1, Yeah, all right, this might take a bit. Let's just do a Pokeball on this one, and of course it moves before I throw, but, wow, that was a terrible throw. Maybe we'll get it on this one. Nope, okay. Oh, again, great curveball throw with the Pokeball. Come on, please, okay. And there we go, we got it on a pretty whatever throw. But let's see how good an 1186 is. It is PvP. That is like what you're looking for PvP. Let's freaking go. What does this get to, though, I wonder? Oh, man, that's actually not as good as I was hoping it would be. Oh well, it's what it is. Let's see what the second one gives us. A Heatran, neat, 1566. So still a little too big for Great League, sadly, but we could trade this with somebody and potentially get one that would be good for the Great League. Don't know exactly how good this thing is in Great League, but being a Fire and Steel type makes it somewhat interesting. It could be good. It has some decent movesets. And we got it on the first ball too. Hell yeah, love you, Heatran. Now let's see if this Heatran's good. A 1566 is a 12, 13, 10. So not the best. Number 3 is a not Darkrai, that's a Giratina, and it's a 1538, so also, again, too big for the Great League, but a potential trade in the future could turn this thing into a Great League Giratina. Again, cannot say if that would be good or not, seeing that it would be a pretty low level, but maybe. I'm sure there might be like a Halloween cup or something like that you could throw this thing into. That would be kind of fun. Excellent curveball throw on this one. We've thrown a few balls between. 1, 2, not 3. This thing is putting up more than a fight than the rest of them combined. Come on, buddy. Just stay in your home, please. 2, 3. There we go. You had to say please. Got it. Maybe it's a good one, though. 1538 is not really good. 12, 11, 13. And last, but certainly not least, we do have a Darkrai, and this one is not shiny, and it is a 1571. So yet again, too big for the Great League. Unfortunate, but let's see what we can do here besides get terrible throws on this thing. Please be a little better. 1, 2, and we didn't catch it. I really thought those dogs were gonna try to bite me. Luckily, they were just chasing a ball. No big deal. 1, okay. You know what? We're just gonna switch back to Pokeballs because I feel like Pokeballs would be better for this. But it's a pity we didn't get a shiny from any of these. That would have been kind of cool. But of course, it really likes to put up a fight, just like the Giratina did. Come on, bud. Get in your home and stay there, please. 1, 2, 3. Okay, apparently please is the word to use. Don't have a hundo of this, but I doubt this is it. 15 attack at least, 15, 10, 12. And now that we've done that, we can claim these XL candies. So we got that Cresselia there, we got Heatran's 5, Giratina's 5, which I really need, and Darkrai is 5. We'll claim the final rewards, which include Dialga and Palkia candy, and the Eevee mask, and for the female too, apparently. And now I'm thinking we gotta do the hatch ones, because I've seen so many reports of a lot of people getting the shinies from these, which makes me think that the perma boost on them might still be active, which means if you live in an area with Carnivine, Chatot, or Pachirisu, there's a good chance that maybe you will get a shiny one if you hunt around for them, because Carnivine is still spawning around here, as you saw earlier in this video. So maybe we'll get the shiny from this, but if not, it is what it is. It's up to you when you want to open this. Obviously, you have to do it in 5 days and 28 hours from when I'm doing it, but you can wait until the actual global tour if you think that will help you. But I think I'm just gonna claim them now and see what happens. The first one is a huge Chatot, which is pretty cool. We did already get this shiny, so I don't need to see this shiny, you know what I mean? Like, I'm happy if we get another, but I would much rather get something new. But I don't have a hundo, and I'd gladly take a huge hundo. I think that would be pretty darn cool. So this one is going to be not the hundo. 13, 14, 12. Also, before we move on, let's claim the Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina candies from the whole raid thing from earlier. Anywho, this encounter is with a Pachirisu that is a 490. No idea, but I really want this hundo, but I just don't know what the hundo is. Also, I didn't get this shiny either, and I really wanted that shiny, so hopefully we'll get lucky during either the next encounter with this thing or during the global tour. 10, 12, 14. So if we use logic here, this should be a Carnivine, and it's not a shiny one. 9, 12. We have these at home. I've already seen like 30 plus of these today, so they're out there. I might get lucky with it. But now we only have 3 more encounters, and they're one of each of them again. So this one is a Chatot. Cool. 750. 750 is a 13, 14, 12. This will be our second Pachirisu that isn't pink still, and a 507. Slightly better than the one we got earlier. And this Pachirisu is a 14, 10, 14. And the very final one will be a Carnivine that is not a shiny Carnivine, sadly, and this one is worse than the first one we got. But just in case you wanted to know what a 912 was, it is a 15, 14, 11, and the 906 is a 12, 14, 14. And let's claim those final rewards of 4,000 dust and Super Incubator and the Pikachu mask, which is pretty cool for both the male and the female avatar. But now that we're done with all of that, I'm going to get some shut-eye because I'm still just a little bit tired from all the traveling and walking and just basically not getting much rest at all. So don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video, and let me know in the comments down below, did you claim all this stuff yet? And if you did, what did you get? Any good hundos, maybe even a shiny? Please let me know. And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see more of it, I highly suggest this video right over here. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.